Welcome to Go with the Flow. It's a Monday. How you doing? How's the weekend? It's another episode with Vernetta, your daily company. And today's a Monday, January 26th. And I saw something over the weekend and I'm like, okay, am I overreacting? Okay, tell me. Maybe it's because I'm 52 and I'm like, oh, this one now must deserve rotan. No, I didn't say that. But it was a kid, right, that I saw. Shall I mention the school? No, I won't mention the school, but I will say it's along Dunnan Road. There are a few schools there, right? Okay, so as we were at the traffic light, I saw these young kids. I would say they're about 15, 16. One looked bigger than the other, and way bigger actually, about a full head height bigger. And it's a, green light along Dunnan Road. So we're at the junction on an off-road, about to go across Dunnan Road, and these two kids were waiting at the stoplight. The cars were moving along. I mean, dude, this is a main road, right? The taller one, blah, 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 suddenly pushes the smaller one, okay? And he almost tumbles onto the main road. Now, the young, smaller one was like fast enough to stop himself and turn around and look at him like, what the heck was that? But if he was not strong enough or fast enough to react and stop himself from falling onto the road, just as he had pushed him, a car had gone by. If he had fallen, he would have been hit by a very fast-moving car. Whether or not it was within speed, I think it was within the speed limit, but it's fast enough still to hurt somebody badly. And I just had a shock in my life. I went, oh! But then our green light went, and then we moved along, and that boy was like running along, the big one. Like running along like ha ha ha, and then he just ran across the road. I almost stopped the car. I almost went, what the heck do you think you're doing? And I was like, okay, calm down. Am I overreacting? This is a kid after all, and it's, kids do play, but you don't play the fool at a traffic light. I always say this, as a pedestrian, don't play the fool at traffic lights. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't be in your headphones to the point where you can't hear what's going on around you, and open your eyes, look up. Don't just look at your phone, right? I mean, this is good advice. But this one was just too much to be pushing him. It made my heart jump because, dude, that kid could have really, really lost his balance and fallen directly in the path of an oncoming car. I mean, it was that close. Even the young boy had a bit of a shock, but the bully didn't seem to be fazed at all. And I call him a bully because it felt that way. Then I was like, okay, get over it. It's just a moment within kids, right? I have to not get myself riled up. But I would say this, if you know of anybody at the principals at any of the schools along Dunnan Road, could you please make an announcement to your kids to not play the fool at traffic lights? It was a Friday? Friday. Please tell principals of all the schools there, do not monkey around at traffic lights. Anyway, then I thought, okay, just calm down. Then what I see, I open up social media, and what do I see? I see youth pushes bicycle into the wall continuously a few times. I'm like, no, not again. Another youth that's out of control. Again, out of control. It's not horrible, but it's not great. So all the comments were saying, he's just testing the durability of the bike. Other people say, well, he should be on it. Others said, one rotan, and he won't do that again. And then the word came out, Yishun. Okay, geography doesn't have anything to do with it, right? Right? Is there something about the air over there? Vandalism equals what? We've seen this before with Michael Fay, right? Vandalism equals what? Rotan. Okay. So anyway, a police report was made. The bicycle was not really damaged, as far as I could tell. They will service it and put it back into operation. It's the Hello Rider or something bicycle. Why is it that they can't take care of public property? If it was his own bike, used with his own money to buy it, you think he would be doing that? I don't think so. Others were saying if only he channeled his energy to get rid of his man boobs. Hold that thought. No shoes, no shirt, no future. But the funniest comment was, this fella, no Brian at all. How ironic. If you want to use a phrase that says please use your brain, can you spell brain correctly? Others were kinder though on Facebook. Someone said, you gotta pity them because you don't know what their background is and what they've been going through. Obviously, this child has been led without much discipline, or I would say moral is a very big word, but yeah, ethics, morals, because you treat other people's things the way you would treat your own things. Now, if you treat your own things that way, then again, what values has this boy been given, right? Others say poor discipliner that causes these tantrums need to join NS early. A responsible adult corrects a child tactfully and kindly. Judging, shaming, and degrading, that doesn't educate. This boy could have special needs or could simply be a child learning his way, or boys being boys. Boys being boys, not much of an excuse though. Once upon a time, it took a village to raise a child. Now it seems adults are raising a culture of shame. I think this person is responding to the comments on social media. For me, I would normally say, yeah, what is the background of this child? Even with bullies, right? It's the most hardest thing to do. Easier said than done, sure. But with bullies, usually, what is the background of this child? Because obviously something has gone wrong, not shown enough love. You always teach by example. That's one of the best ways, they say. And I truly believe that. So if he was shown love, if he was shown empathy, a bully would usually not be a bully, right? So with this child, someone has shown him that the value of things is nothing. He's gotten it easy, he doesn't understand the value of this item, or he's acting out because something's going on in his life, obviously. So when I said hold that thought, channeling energy, I've actually had this thought running my mind before, and I'm just asking you as well. Do kids have enough of a space to expend energy, to be a child safely, to not get up to nonsense like this I feel as though a lot of spaces, like you see those kids in last year playing football on a rooftop, which was just a small grass ledge. It wasn't very big. Where are the spaces for them to play football? What's happened? Do they just not know? Maybe it's just a matter of marketing. Or maybe it's too far away, not enough time. Maybe it's something to look into to see where to get youths more engaged. And I've seen HDB areas where they don't have enough space in terms of the basketball court or a football pitch or something to play. And then when they play in the void deck, of course, complaints, right? Because of the noise. And I understand if you're on the first floor, it can drive you nuts. So again, where do kids go to spend time and enjoy themselves and feel safe and happy and be able to do it and make noise without being told that you can't? But then again, I understand Singapore is a small space, right? Just, I guess, food for thought. But in other heartwarming news, this was outside MacRitchie, and this chicken started to cross the road. It seemed like peak hour traffic. This is when you ask why. Why? Why, chicken? Why did you have to cross the road? Because it was so heavy traffic. I mean, it's one chicken with 6 or 7 chicks trying to cross the road. And I was like, no! And then there was some beeping, and a truck stopped, a small van actually stopped, and then 2 motorcycles on each lane started stopping and moving across the road to prevent traffic from running over the chicken and the chicks. And my heart just melted. The chicken was like, oh. The traffic actually stopped to let them go back into the curbside. Gosh, why, chicken? Why? Why did you have to cross the road then? Why? Make my heart stop, Today is also National Spouses Day. So I just want to say hello to my husband. Very supportive, very loving. And I think that's the whole point about National Spouses Day. It celebrates the bond between two people and sets aside time for couples to show each other gratitude. Husband, come here now and show me some gratitude. We'll do it later. He's not here. So January 26th will be a good day to renew vows. Go on then. They say, honey, I do. Do what? Do the dishes? Good. Have a great day.